Hello. So I have the honor of introducing some friends. So one of the things we often get is, why don't you do a conference in Alaska? Or why don't you do a conference in Jerusalem? Or why don't you do a conference in Boise, Idaho? Or why don't you do a conference wherever, all over the world? So last year we decided to pilot a few what we call Wisdom 2.0 Connects. They're little like TEDx, and these are like locally created events, because it's unlikely we're ever going to do a conference in Boise, Idaho. But Susan lives in Boise, Idaho, and she's more than capable of putting together a conference there. Karen did an event in New York focused on children. Yakov did one in Jerusalem, focused on wisdom at work. Tel Aviv, sorry. Tel Aviv focused at wisdom at work. You're going to see pictures of some of those events here. Several hundred people came to their different events. And so we were actually able to have wisdom-based events in other places with very little work by me or our team, because there's you, right? You live all over the world, and you have a lot of capabilities, and you know what your community needs probably better than what we think. I couldn't put something together in Tel Aviv. So we launched something called Wisdom 2.0 Connect, and I want to do two things. First, I want to honor and thank our pilot program people, because it's a lot of work to put these events together. And so thank you for doing that. And the other is to let you know we're still trying to figure out like how many we should branch or add next year. So we did 3 this year. So we're like, do we do 10 next year? Do we do 20? We're feeling it out because we're learning a lot of lessons. But at the information booth, you can find more information about Wisdom 2 Connect. And we also have a website called wisdom2connect.com that's going to be up here in a minute. This is Tel Aviv, yeah? So this one is Tel Aviv.
Also.
That is not that is Tel
Also
Aviv.
Tel Aviv,
Yeah. We don't know where that is. Boise. So we want to invite you, if you're so called, to let us know if you're interested in doing that. And again, we can't take everybody, but we'll take some this next year. And the last thing we want to do is we want to help you integrate the day. It was a full day today. We had Byron Katie, we had Prince CA, we had Eileen Fisher. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite you to find somebody, turn to somebody next to you, and just spend a few minutes sharing one highlight of what the day was for you. And then let that other person share one highlight. And rather than try and bring your attention back after talking, when you are done with that exercise, just go on to lunch. So you can do that for 2 minutes, 5 minutes. You can do that for the next hour and a half if you want. But we want to allow you to just reflect for a moment, like on what is some of the jewels of this morning that you really want to take with you. All right? So thank you so much, and we'll see you back after lunch.